relatively painless once we got to it. I don't normally read the whole staff report in a meeting like that, but I wanted to make sure that it was clear what we were talking about and that it was, just everything was good. So.
And I thought it was very well written. So thank you.
I was talking to David about you guys, I'm also the vice president of the Chamber of Commerce, and we've been wanting to read. I should have done this before this, so I apologize, but reach out to you guys more about if you guys want to be more involved in anything we're doing. And I know you guys got a lot of stuff going on too, so we just want to make sure that you feel welcome and a part of our family here in Idaho Springs of businesses. So I just wanted to extend that invitation, and I can tell you more about what we're doing or anything like that too, or if you'd like to come to a meeting or just to meet people or anything like that, we'd just love to have you if you're ever available.
Thank you. David did definitely mention it. So
okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, well, we can talk about it further later too, but I just wanted to make sure that you knew that we would love to have you there whenever you're able.
Well, thank you. We really appreciate you.
Do you live in Denver area or up in the mountains?
I live in the Louisville area, actually.
I live really close there too. I live in Northwest Arvada, like basically in Superior. So.
Okay. Yeah. So I moved from Florida in 2020. And so I've been here in Louisville ever since. And we love it. Our son is in Louisville Middle School in 6th grade. So it's worked well. But my husband definitely wants to retire up in the mountains. So.
Well, there's definitely there's multiple options for where that might happen, I'm sure. So
there are too many options. A lot of them are very unaffordable. So, I got us a very big map of Colorado, so we can start looking at all the tiny little towns.
Well, there's still some affordable stuff in Idaho Springs. Right. So.
But my husband definitely wants to retire up in the mountains. So.
So I just started live streaming it. I was telling David that I know he had prepared a presentation. So I told him that if he gave it, this would record it so that everybody can watch it later if they're unable to attend. Perfect. So I think that'll be good just to kind of run through it, and then I'll archive it on the website.
That would be great. Thank you. And I think I'll just let David do all the talking, and I'll hang out here unless he needs anything, but I'm pretty sure he'll just run it himself.
Hi, Andy.
Hello. John, it's saying I cannot start my video because the host has stopped it.
Oh, that's weird. Hold on, let me see if I can figure that out.
Okay.
Okay, try it one more time. Oh, there you go.
Wow, look at you. There's nothing you can't fix.
There's nothing I can't break too. So
well, there's some truth to that, but you earn the right to do that because you know how to fix stuff. So
yeah, that's true. That's one good thing about taking stuff apart. Andy, really quickly, I told you about a list of stakeholders for the meeting for IHOP. And apparently the spreadsheet has got an issue where I can't share it and they need to send it out. So basically I put you and the mayor on from the city and Nate. I think that's the best people to have. And then I put the planning commission on here, but as a maybe on the attending the meeting. But they're just trying to build a list of all the different stakeholder people. And I think those are the pretty critical city ones.
Yeah, I like planning commission. Trying to think of anybody else from the city. I don't know. Should we include John Curtis as the public works director? Maybe include him as well.
Yeah, I was tempted. on community people, I think, we can put community people too, but I don't know exactly. I think that the list could develop a little bit after that, but this is really just for that first meeting. I'll put Curtis on there and I put Chief.
How about variance board? I don't know. Do you think we ought to have other boards and commissions as well? I mean, just because, you know, to make the best use of affordable housing, it might occasionally need thinking, you know, handling things a little differently and variances. I don't,
Probably HPRC for the same reason.
yeah, because
Okay.
it just, I mean, if they're look, if they're not limited on how many, I think I'd cast a wide net. I agree. I also recognize that many may not be able to attend or want to participate.
Okay. I'll put all those people on and then we'll have them.
Yep. Sounds good.
All right. I think that core group is here.
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
What time do we want to begin? Do you want to give anybody a chance to?
You want to give maybe a minute or two, Andy, and then we'll just start her off. I was thinking I might just kind of tee up the project a little bit and then let you kind of do your thing, and then we'll record it, like I said, and then archive it on the website. And I think we'll be in good
Works
shape.
great for me.
Scott, does your buck there have a name on the wall? I always wonder that.
No, it's actually my father-in-law shot that buck. I have a nice one, but I didn't have him mounted.
I think we could probably start. We are going to record it so people can watch it on the website. Is that all right with you, Andy? All right. Well, my name is Jonathan Kane. I'm the Assistant City Administrator and the Interim Community Development Planner for Idaho Springs. And this is a community meeting required for our final development project process that Egati LTD, which is the applicant for the FDP, along with Pinnell and Associates, who owns the property at 2820 Colorado Boulevard, for a new cultivation facility to be constructed on that site. This meeting is required by the Idaho Springs Municipal Code, and essentially what the applicant and property owner are planning to do is to reconstruct their cultivation facility that previously existed here to build a new 7,200 square foot facility on the site. It sits at the corner of Colorado Boulevard and Gilson Street, bounded to the north by Clear Creek. For zoning and land use, the property is zoned commercial C2 and is in the East End Overlay District. It's classed as an industrial use, which is light manufacturing, for which the code requires 1 parking space per 1,500 square feet of gross floor area. The applicant did receive a variance this evening from parking requirements required by the city code. Would you guys like to talk about your project a little bit and kind of introduce any information you'd like the community to know about?
Certainly. My name is David Michael. I am one of the founders of Egati. We've been operating since May of 2015. We currently have 9 stores and are in the process of getting our 10th or constructing our 10th store in Golden. We have several cultivations around the community, 2 in Idaho Springs, one that's in operation. The other one was torn down, 1 in Boulder and 1 in Aurora. We are excited about this opportunity to really enhance the Colorado Boulevard section of Eastern Idaho Springs by redeveloping the property, 2820 Colorado Boulevard. There was a house on there and a garage in which we were engaging in cultivation activities. And we believe that what we will construct will be far superior, both aesthetically and operationally, to the community. Furthermore, we will have a viewable grow in there, much like our original grow up in Tabernash, Colorado, which is people have come from all over to take, to be able to go inside and actually see the plants. And so this will connect the cultivation with our retail, and people will be able to actually walk into the retail space and view the cultivation through a hallway that will provide windows, and you'll be able to see a couple hundred plants in full flower in a couple different stages of flower. And it really will help, I think, people destigmatize marijuana and be able to see it as the plant that it is. So with that said, I would like to, I'm going to share my screen and show the project. I apologize, I'm having a bit of difficulty pulling it up, but I will do it quickly. Pardon me one moment, I just believe I need to reopen the all right, let's see if I can share this. This is, I apologize, I'm a little bit, here we go. Okay, so this will be the what the project will look like. And you can see that there used to be a house over here in the garage where my cursor is. And this will be redeveloped into, one larger building that I think will be very aesthetically pleasing. This will be a brick facade to the right and nice high A-frame. We will also, this is the rear that will be facing Clear Creek. Down here to the left is the view from proceeding west on Colorado Boulevard on the eastern facade, and on the over down here is the western facade. These are a little bit, this is the actual new construction and a little bit of a bigger or closer view of it. And finally, this is a 3-dimensional view from each direction. We think this will be a very attractive construction and facility and building that will enhance this portion of downtown. Not downtown, sorry, this portion of Eastern Idaho Springs around Colorado Boulevard. And the construction timeline, we're hoping to break ground this spring after we get our building permit set done. And then we will be hopefully able to open the facility sometime early next year. And if there's any questions, I'd be happy to answer.
I think that we have satisfied the requirement of your presentation, and it looks like we do not have anybody here who has any further questions, unless there is from anybody in attendance. Andy, do you think in terms of the community meeting, we had scheduled it for an hour. Do we want to wait a little bit and see if anybody else comes, or? Okay, so I will archive this meeting on the city website. We did live stream it over YouTube to the city website, so there will be a record of this if anybody would like to watch it. So if anybody does receive questions, we can direct them to that site. But this satisfies the requirement of the FDP process at this point, and I think that we can end the community meeting unless there's any other questions, comments, or concerns.
No, the only thing I might add, John, is that just to emphasize that this is a community meeting, and the purpose is to receive public input before the design is finalized. And so if any community members do have thoughts about the project and the design, or suggestions or things they think might improve the project, this is a good time to give that input to the applicant. And then this will be going to this is scheduled to go to Planning Commission on March 15th, Wednesday, March 15th at 6 for the final development plan review and consideration of a recommendation to City Council. So those are the next steps, but there is time between now and then, and also at the hearing on the 15th for the public to have any further input that they would like to have. And John, I don't know if you mentioned it, but we might also just mention for the record that there was a noticing to surrounding property owners as well for the community meeting. Am I right?
That's correct.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you guys for your time this evening. I think that the next step for you is to submit your application when you're ready for that to happen. And we will begin moving. And once that happens, it triggers the staff review process and referrals. And then the next step for you would be Planning Commission, followed by City Council. And if you have any questions about that, we'll continue talking and making sure you have what you need for everything.
Thank you all so much. And we'll have that in hopefully tomorrow.
Great. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you all.
Thanks, everybody. Have a good night, everybody.
Take
Good night.
care.
Be safe.